This is all about the Tata brand name, one of the biggest brands in this country ever. Not many of us know that every single Tata Group company makes a particular payment every year to Tata Sons, the holding company of the group, because every company uses the Tata brand name. It could be Tata Consultancy Services, it could be Tata Chemicals, it could be Tata Steel. All of these companies pay, sort of like a royalty to Tata on an annual basis. Now, it's become clear, the IT department has made it clear that this will be treated as a business deduction and not as anything else, because treating it as a business deduction has some advantages for TCS.
Absolutely, very interesting. And I think, anybody who follows books of accounts, accountancy closely will really love this story. I loved reading it, and good that you pointed the story out this morning. I think it's very clear. 2014, TCS was sought by the income tax department, stating that you are showing this payment that you're making to Tata Sons to use the Tata brand name, 77 lakh rupees annually, as a business expense. Now, if you treat it as a business expense, it goes in the profit and loss statement. It's a clear-cut expense. So revenue minus expense is your profit. On that profit, you pay profit, and profit after tax is your tax liability, right? So if you have a large expense like 77 lakh rupees on the P&L, on the expense side, you get the entire deduction on the 77 lakh rupees, thereby reducing your tax outgo. The income tax department in 2014 told TCS that this is not a business expense, it's a capital expense. So it becomes a balance sheet item. If it comes in the balance sheet as an asset, because you're using the brand and the brand is an asset, at best you can claim depreciation on it. This depreciation amounting to about 25%, that 25% of 77 lakhs is the only expense which goes back in the P&L. So your expense on the P&L is reduced to a total of only 25% of the 77 lakh rupees, and hence your tax outgo is a little higher. Now the income tax department, the Appellate Tribunal in fact, has ruled in favor of TCS and has allowed TCS to use the entire 77 lakh rupees as a business expense, thereby getting a tax relief on the entire amount rather than treating it as a capital expense in the balance sheet and gaining only 25% of depreciation as expense and thereby a higher tax cost. So ruled in favor of TCS, not a big amount for a company as large as TCS, but I think a good precedent set here for all Tata Group companies and all large conglomerate-led subsidiary companies.
Right, and also it's not the first time a Tata Group company has faced such a litigation with the ITAT or the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Tata Chemicals too has faced similar cases in the past before, but I think this judgment will sort of set the tone for, as you were saying, not just the Tata Group, for all huge conglomerates in the country.